here we go. Principle 2. Welcome back. So we're continuing the 7 laws of Tehuti. And I'm sure you're here for number 2, so let's just get into it. The principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. The Kybalion. So, you already know. You probably heard that term before, but let's get right into the next thing broke down. The breakdown. This principle embodies the truth that there's always a correspondence between the laws and phenomenon of the various planes of being and life. The old Hermetic axiom ran in these words: as above, so below; as below, so above. And the grasping of this principle gives one the means of solving many a dark paradox and the hidden secret of nature. There are planes beyond our knowing, but then when we apply the principle of correspondence to them, we are able to understand them, or to understand much that otherwise would be unknowable to us. This principle is of universal application and manifestation on the various planes of material, mental, and spiritual universe. It is a universal law. So there's that. I studied a couple of times. I'm sorry. But there's that, the law of correspondence, as above, so below. And now you can go to the next one if you feel like. And to say what I think about this one is just like there's a bar by B.O.B. but that I like to reference that is, can't hold me down because as is below, as is above, so is below. But that shit is so true because you don't exist just on one of these planes. You exist across all of them. Because this, going back to the first law, this is all in the mind. The universe is a projection out of the mind. So you can't experience anything that isn't in the mind. Because physical and all of this stuff is all mind. So you literally cannot experience stuff that is not within the mind. And we're just going to keep going in circles like a big loop. But that's what I think about the principle of correspondence. So when you think about this, you have to think about you are in such a lower vibrational place here. Earth as a plane is a low vibrational place. It is beautiful, but it's just a copy of a world that once was beautiful or is still beautiful, but this isn't the real place. That's why all this trauma and human trauma and shit happens here, because this is not the real place. This is the low vibrational place. You're a carbon being. 666, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. Carbon beings. This is hell. This is not where you want to be. You're trying to get back to where, when you go like, I want to go home, that's where you're trying to get back to. It's your soul. It's not your soul. I would say your soul doesn't really cry out, but that's when you talk about your soul crying. It's like the spirit. But yeah, it's your soul crying, knowing that you don't belong here. And it's true, you don't, because this isn't home. But this is of a home that once was, if I can explain that in the best way. But if you just came from the law, then you're probably gone. But alright, I'll see you in the next law.